Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Fami and today we are going to discuss why you shouldn't compare yourself to others. So basically, what are the disadvantages of you comparing yourself to others? I've seen so many of us doing that, so this is why I want to come and talk about it. So number one is, actually, I've seen so many people falling a victim of this. Like, you may compare yourself to something fake. You see, not all that glitters is gold. We see so many things on social media. We're like, these people have the best life ever. I wish I was living that kind of life. But hey, wait, do you know how far this person has gone to put that image or that picture on social media? Do you know how far that person has gone? Some people, I've seen so many people, yeah, they post expensive food in expensive places. Like, you feel like these people are living, that kind of life that you would never afford. But I've seen also the same people going on for 4 to 5 days without food. I don't know whether it's worth it, but people do that. And I've seen so many people who are actually close to me doing that same thing. And I feel like, oh my goodness. So not all that glitters is gold. And then there's this innocent person who is out there. He's like, oh my god, my age mates are living this kind of life. I also want to live that kind of life. Yet you don't know that the things that people are doing is actually fake. And secondly, you may not see the good things that you have in your life. Some people are so fortunate that they are born into wealthy families, and others are not born in so wealthy families. Like, their families are not all that wealthy. But because you feel like, oh, this kid gets whatever he or she wants, whatever she asks for, they give it to her, they get it for her, and whatever you ask for, you're not given, so you end up wanting all the things that that person wants, and you don't see that your family are putting in a lot of efforts. Like, this is a family that loves you, they care for you, they are there for you whenever you need them. You see, sometimes we see these kids, they have all the things that they want, and we'll be like, I also want all of those things. But these are the same people who want the things that you want. These people just want a family that cares and loves them, but these are families that are never there for their kids. So you end up despising your own family, despising your friends, and you feel like, okay, my partner is not good enough because that partner does a lot of things for his partner more than my partner does for me. But the things that your partner has for you might be better or even worth more than that partner does for their partner, or that family does for their kid. So you just miss out on the good things in your life because your eyes are somewhere else. And then you find out at the end of it all, after you miss out or after you lose all of it, then you'll be like, oh yeah, I had something more valuable, I had something so good, and I just missed out on it because I was seeing somewhere else, I was comparing myself to something else. So don't miss out on the good things you have in your life. Enjoy every moment with the people that you have and things that you have. And thirdly, you might miss out on your purpose. Some people do not know their purpose in life, so they just be like, this is where the crowd is going, I follow them. This is how this person is living, I live like that person. You don't know your purpose in life. So identify your purpose in life so that you don't miss it out just because you want to compare yourself to someone else. This person has a purpose of their own, just the same way you have a purpose of your own. Your purpose might be to stand on the pulpit and win souls for the Lord, but you want to compare yourself to an influencer and live a life that an influencer is living. And I don't know how are you going to fulfill your purpose if you are living the life of someone who has a purpose that is not of your own. So you might have a purpose of, I don't know, your purpose might need you to save a lot of money, but because there's someone who is spending a lot in the clubs and etc, so you feel like you compare yourself to that person, and then you miss out on your purpose because you're also going to be spending a lot of money out there and not fulfilling your purpose in life. So I don't know whether you missing out on your purpose is worth it just because you want to compare yourself to other people. So stop that. Like, don't compare yourself to other people. Just live your life and get to know your purpose and live for your purpose. Exactly. Number 4, enough is never enough for you. Do you know, the more you compare yourself to someone, the more competitive you become. So if this person gets something, or this person acquires a particular thing, you also want to acquire that thing. So they get, you get. They bring this, you also do that. They do this, you do that. Like, God. And people are never stagnant. So as life goes on, this person keeps developing, and for you, you also want to keep developing. So you end up, nothing is ever enough for you. Even though whatever you have is enough, it will never be enough, just because that person has more, and you also want to have whatever that person is having. So enough will never be enough for you. You're never satisfied, and life is never okay for you. So it's not worth it. I would never compare myself to anyone, because I don't want that. I just want to be satisfied with the little things that I have. And life goes on. And number 5, also, you are never happy, because imagine the person you compare yourself to has a lot of things, and you have to keep up with that person. So the more you keep up with that person, you are never giving yourself that time to rest, and you are never giving yourself that time to enjoy the things that you have, the things that you have acquired, because you want to just keep up with that person. So you're never happy. You're always on tension, like, so this person, what is this person going to do next, so that I can also do it? What is this person going to acquire next, so that I can also acquire it? You are never happy. And the more competitive you become, jealousy comes in. And jealousy is a disease, obviously, we all know that. God, things are never easy for people who want to compare themselves to other people, and they're never happy. So don't compare yourself to others, and lose your happiness just because of that. And lastly but not the least, why we shouldn't compare ourselves to others is because we are all unique, like totally unique. Now imagine you want to compare yourself to someone else and live the life that person is living. Who is supposed to live your life? Who is supposed to be you? Like, in this world, we are all, characters. Who is supposed to be playing that role of yours in the world? Because you want to live a life that another person is living. So imagine, farming, someone else wants to be farming, someone else wants to have my mother, somebody else wants to have my father. Like, you basically want to have all the things that I have. So who is supposed to be you? Who is supposed to be you? Who is supposed to fulfill that life that you're supposed to live? No one is going to do that. We have to understand that we are all unique, we are all beautiful, we are all amazing, and we all have lives that are amazing if we only work hard and, do our best. Our lives are all amazing, like equally good. So do not compare yourself to others, because I don't feel like it's worth it. All of the things that we have seen here, I feel like it's too much for me to lose. So I don't feel like it is worth it for me to lose my happiness, the people I have in my life, to lose my purpose, just because I want to compare myself to someone. And imagine, on top of that, I compare myself to something fake. I don't think, and I don't feel like it is worth it. So let us just not compare ourselves to other things. Let's live our lives, and let's just be happy, contented, and let's work hard.